Hiya folks, so this is just a little update on the sh50. I've been working on cleaning it up a little bit. I think you've seen the new seat the last day that I posted. I showed you the new rim that I have to put on the back, which I haven't got round to yet. I have spokes on their way, so hopefully they're the right size and everything. Can I just give a big shout out to Erwin Fletcher, who sold me these lovely set of leg shields. Very few breaks in them. There is one or two, just a little one there which I can stabilise, and a little piece missing at the bottom which I may be able to refabricate a piece for. I'm not sure, but I'll give it a shot and maybe try and match it in with paint just a tiny bit. I was also going to buy plastics off Erwin for the sides, and it turns out that I didn't really need them, because Erwin suggested that I use a bit of tea-cut and they might come up because they were a bit faded. And these bikes were never really a deep red, which I thought they were, but apparently they weren't, so it's close enough to its original colour. And I used the tea-cut and a bit of car wax after I finished with the tea-cut, and you can see just how good they come up. They come up very good. Obviously the back part underneath the seat isn't great, because that's where most of the action takes place with filling it up and stuff. And I mean, the leg shields came up fantastic, bar a couple of scrapes down here, but I think I can live with that, to be honest with you. This was never going to be a pristine restoration. It was just going to be a clean restoration, and I have no real reason to paint these plastics now, so I think I'm going to leave it as just a good original survivor. I think that's the right thing to do. This top cowl, I'm going to need to get a new one of those because somebody fell off it before and they cracked and broke it here. So I do have another one in the shed, but somebody has painted it and they put really deep scratches into it with the paper, so it's not really much good. So I'll have to get another one. But look at how shiny that is. I think that came up just fantastic, in my opinion, for its age. I mean, this is what, 1996, this one, and I think it's quite clean. I mean, I've seen cleaner, but I'm happy enough with it. I mean, when the wheels go on and they're cleaned up and everything, that'll look a lot better, along with the engine. I'll be cleaning it up, and I'll be powder coating the frame also. I might powder coat these racks, even though I painted them and they look good. I still might strip them and powder coat them along with the frame. And I think one of the only other things that really lets it down is these forks. You can't see it in the video, but these are quite faded compared to the plastics and rusted down the bottom, and they just don't look fantastically good. But Erwin, being the gentleman that he is, thank you Erwin, also sold me these set of forks here, and you'll see that these are, the paint on them is quite good, bar this one little piece there which I might just dab in a little bit of paint on or something. I'll match up the colour, but bar that, they're quite clean. So thank you Erwin for that. So that's gonna work well on the bike, and I'm looking for a front rim. This is quite rough. I know it doesn't look rough down here, but when you turn it around, it's quite rough, you know, here. And I could just put a little bit of silver paint on that and it might look okay, but I kind of want to do it better than that, a little bit better than that. So I may replace the front rim if any of the guys on YouTube here or on a forum that I'm on Facebook has a front rim that's quite clean, or cleaner than this anyway. I might be interested. So that's it guys, that's as far as I've got with it, and I don't think there's going to be any call to paint the plastics now. I think it's nice enough. I did clean up the fan part of it and spray it up a little bit, and the exhaust needs to be cleaned up again now. It's only on it a while, and I put new shocks on, you can see. New number plate, 96MN, which is 96 Monaghan in Ireland, where I'm from. Another new spring there, and I cleaned up that airbox. The engine unfortunately has got quite dirty. I did spray it before and it looked good, but I've been using the bike and there's been petrol leaking over the place and stuff, and so I'm going to have to redo it. Probably anodize those bolts also. Spray this kickstart. Just a few things. I will have to strip it to powder coat the frame, and I have a new one of these because this got a break-in when the person fell off the bike. Don't ask me what happened to the bike. I didn't own it at the time, and I never asked the person who had it what happened. But I also have a set of handlebars for it, because you can see if you look closely that they're lopsided, that this side is bent up, and that's why this cracked on the top. So that's an update. That's as far as I've got. Now these tires, just to show you, we're not looking very good there, not anywhere. So I have 2 new tires to buy. Both tires are the same, like that. They're probably on it from day one, probably. I believe it may have been a British Post bike or a pizza delivery bike at one stage, as it does have the remnants of a number. I don't know if you can see it there. You can just see it there, under there, remnants of a phone number or something. It's melted into the plastic, so I can't remove it. But I'm lucky enough in that it's in a place where you can't see it really. So that's it. I'll give you an update on the Honda 90 soon. I was over putting it all together the other night. I just never got to take a video, so that'll be the next video. Probably you'll see is that I've updated about the Honda 90, and you'll see it. I've got most of it put together. Sorry I didn't film that, but I've got most of it put together now, and it's almost ready to run. Just have to do the wiring and a few small things. Hopefully I'm not going to have any issues with ground connections or that there after spraying it, but we'll see. So okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Demo 690.